Good afternoon, everybody. It's my honor to speak here. My name is Yuxuan Ren, and I am very glad to share my talk with you. Today, I'd like to talk about a decision that everyone will make or has made: your major. As we Chinese always say, if you study math, physics, and chemistry well, you can go anywhere with confidence. However, this kind of confidence seems to be contingent upon gender. So let's talk about something that has happened around me. When I was in grade 8, all the math teachers in my grade joined up and planned an examination. The exam was optional, but if you did a great job, you could win the access to free math classes on the weekends and have the chance to attend our school's pre-mathematical Olympiad group. The physics laboratories were chosen as the test sites. On the test day, boys and girls were separated into two groups and sat on the two sides of the lab. The boys' set was full of test takers. The teacher even had to vacate another room for them. However, I was surprised to find that only 4 girls in our grade attended the exam. Then I visited the other classes and found the same situation. Only a few girls was willing to join the exam, and most of them were highly recommended by their teachers, which meant they were not voluntary to sit there. A friend of mine, a girl who got 130, which is a full mark on a difficult grade test, told me that when she was sitting in the room, she felt extremely nervous. There were so few girls sitting in the room, and the boys all seemed quite sure of getting lots of points. So let's take a look at this question. It seems quite easy, right? You can try to solve it if you want. Just give a guess. The answer is actually very simple, 0 or 1. Just give a guess. 0 or 1. Yeah, that's right. So see, if you guess, you still got 50% of answer it right. But my friend failed to answer it. But this one is the last question on her 130 points test paper. She answered exactly right. See, when she took the exam, she felt that she herself was pushed into an academic environment that has nothing to do with girls. She began to feel that she was inferior to everyone else in the room. Here comes the point. Do girls really perform poorly in math? That's not the case. I conducted a survey in my class on the gender of the top students in my class. I recorded the top 3 students after each math test. By starting the statistics, the rate of a girl who appeared in the top 3 is 46.2%, while the boys' rate is 53.8%. So it seems that research can also shatter this assumption. A large number of studies have shown that girls are not inferior to boys in both academic abilities and academic performance. So here comes to another problem. Since girls still show strong competence in math study, why were there so few girls willing to take the exam? I think it may be their subconscious lack of confidence that also affects them. I asked many girls about their reasons, who usually did a great job in math study, for their reason not taking exam. It is not an emotional problem, since 58 of them claim that they love math and really enjoy learning it. They give me the same reason. They all consider their good math score as their effort instead of their gift, even those with keen logical abilities in mathematics. Naturally, I learned that discrimination may be keeping these girls away from the fields they're really good at and love. girls can't do science is a deeply ingrained stereotype that it began to influence people's behavior pattern at a very early age and makes girls develop a physiological belief of I can do it. It leads them to give up mathematics, physics, and chemistry, and instead embrace literature, history, and philosophy. But as the pace of gender equality accelerates, girls will get rid of this influence and give play to their achievement in science. Although some research has shown that women have slightly lower special cognitive abilities than men, this innate factor is not as important as training and upbringing. This slight or no gap in academics achievement is not enough to explain the huge gap in their men's and women's engineering and science choices. So here comes the point. It is girls' own ideas about gender that also limit their development in science. This factor has nothing to do with the whole society. It just depends on ourselves. What we must aware is that we have equal right, equal chance as the boys do to follow our dreams. We can't let our impregnable belief be undermined by our own mental weakness. Girls, in defense of your gift, in defense of your favorable major, in defense of your dream, please be confident of your gender, your ability, and your bright future. Please show your confidence of the things you're really good at. My friend also aware that later on she applied for another chance to try out for the mathematical Olympiad group. She made it. She successfully entered the group and became a good leader. Now, to set a great example, she will lead the effort to stop the no-girl dilemma in our pre-mathematical Olympiad group by encouraging more girls to join. Everyone can do something to improve this academic situation by eliminating the discrimination that girls are poor at math, by trying your best to follow your dream major. What we really need to do is to realize the gender equality in all fields, including women can also do well in science. Gender can't restrict your dream. We all have to be brave enough to pursue what we love and stick to our dreams. Thank you.